Sometimes life gets too loud, and out here, something shifts. Hey guys, I'm Ricky, and this trip, it's different. This isn't a gear breakdown or a trail guide. This is more about why I have to come out here. Why going off grid like this with moose has literally kept me together this year. For the last 2 years, I've been split in two. I've been managing a major disaster of a tribal nation in Montana, and also having to still keep things going in my regional office with my staff there. This has meant long hours and long months away from home, and walking with people through some of the hardest days of their lives. Working in emergency management is a privilege of my life, but it can also break people too. And there were weeks this year where I could feel something in me tightening, causing me to breathe shallow. My mind would be constantly running, even at the end of the workday. At some point I realized I wasn't tired, I was overwhelmed. There was one day, after juggling federal deadlines, tribal meetings, and staff decisions, where I just sat there and thought, I can't keep carrying all of this without somewhere for it to go. Every attempt to power through it just made the weight heavier and heavier. But the mountains, I knew that the mountains could take it. When I finally get back outside, truly outside, the first thing that changes is my breathing. Then eventually my mind starts to slow, and my body finally lets go. Nature gives me 3 things every single time: clarity, stillness, and strength. Moose reminds me that life isn't just about responsibility. It's about joy. It's companionship. It's presence. Out here, the world gets simple again. A warm fire, a slow morning, the sound of nothing, and a dog who's just happy you're here. Somewhere in that quiet, life seems to line back up again. Us guys, we have a hard time dealing with anxiety. There's been studies that say that guys are physical, and that we need physical things to help us get through the stresses of our lives. Now, this doesn't mean talking's not good, and having somebody to talk with or having a therapist can work and help. But it does mean that getting out and being physical helps us release some of that built up stuff inside of us. Now, this doesn't have to be extreme. This can be going for a hike, stretching in your living room, or even working out. For me, I like giving myself something physical and a challenge, like hiking out 4 miles in the middle of winter to a remote cabin, just so that I can work hard and survive. So let me share with you 4 practices that have saved me this year. 4 things that I do when stress gets too loud. Number 1, micro detail focus. When I actually hit the trail, when my mind is spiraling, I go smaller, not bigger. I watch how the trees move in the wind. I listen for the sounds of nature, like a nearby bird, shifts of the trees. I even stop and notice the crunch of the snow under my boots. My brain finally stops spinning because it has something real to hold on to. Number 2, do something physical. As I mentioned before, this doesn't have to be hard, but get the body moving. Go for a run, go for a hike, get out and just walk around in the neighborhood. This movement can help you distract your brain from the stresses. Number 3, no service. I have a no service rule. When I finally get out on the trail, I shut my phone off. I try to get out to places where I don't have any service, so there's no temptation to turn my phone on or to turn it back off of airplane mode. I don't want any emails, I don't want any calls, and I don't want to attend any meetings. I just want time to remember what it's like being human and not being a taskmaster. Number 4, the gratitude scan. At least twice a day, in the morning after I get up, and maybe at night before I go to bed. Try to think of 3 things that I'm grateful for, and I say them out loud. Whether that's my family, my wife, my dog Moose, the ability even to just get out here, and honestly, the chance to be able to share all of this with you guys. This allows me a creativity that I don't get in my day-to-day life. And I get to show you guys some of the most beautiful places that I've been to. Doing each of these things shifts something instantly. If you're carrying more weight than your mind can hold, you're not broken. You're just overwhelmed. And the mountains can help with that. You deserve a place to breathe again. Even if it's just one trail, one weekend, or one quiet cup of coffee at the fire. If you ever need a trail buddy, Moose and I are here. And if this video helped you find a little bit of peace or the motivation to get outside, hit subscribe, because this is what this channel's about. And hit share if you know other guys that are like us, that have a hard time dealing with our stress and our anxieties. We can share with them the skills of getting outdoors to help us reset and restart our days. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and thanks for letting me share something and helping me work through my own challenges of this year and bring myself to a better reset. And hopefully I see you guys out on the trail.